This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Talking school safety with Monomoy City's police chief. That story and much more next. Welcome everyone, and thank you for spending some time with us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. I'm Ken Kara, and you can stream us on your TV with Apple TV and Google Chromecast by downloading the free Samsung Productions app. Here's your Thursday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It looks like the month of March will come in like a lion. This is the calm before what could be another blast from Old Man Winter. According to the National Weather Service, a winter storm watch remains in effect from this evening through late Friday. Rain is expected to give way to snow and gusty winds tomorrow. While snow totals will vary, we could see accumulations of 5 to 10 inches with the higher totals expected over the higher elevations. I'll have the updated forecast a little later in tonight's program. Meanwhile, the threat of snow has already triggered some weather-related announcements. The PIAA District 2 High School Basketball Championship games scheduled for Friday have been postponed until Sunday at the Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza in Wilkes-Barre Township. MMI will play Susquehanna for the boys' Class A title at 1 p.m. Sunday, and the Hazleton area Lady Cougars will face Scranton for the girls' Districts 2/4 6A title at 5 p.m. Also, PIAA Districts 2/4 swimming championships originally scheduled for Friday and Saturday now will be held Saturday and Monday at the Wyoming Valley CYC in Wilkes-Barre. The fish fry scheduled for tomorrow at Good Shepherd Church in Drums has been canceled. Also, the Weatherly Police Department announced that the borough's snow ban takes effect at 8 p.m. tonight. Get the latest weather-related announcements at facebook.com/SSPTV News. The impending storm is also impacting tomorrow's First Friday celebration in downtown Hazleton. Krista Schneider, executive director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, says due to the unfavorable forecast for First Friday, March 2nd, all events except one have been rescheduled for next Friday, March 9th. The annual Sanctuary Stampede is still planned to take place tomorrow as scheduled, beginning at 8 p.m. The portrait painting event with artist Mary Veronica Sweeney has been canceled, and the Pines entertainment for next week will be the Fuzzy Park Trio. Again, First Friday, with the exception of the stunt show, has been postponed until March 9th. Yesterday, students at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida returned to school for the first time since a mass shooting claimed 17 lives there on Valentine's Day. And here in Luzerne County, the district attorney's office, along with state police, the FBI, and Lehman Township police are investigating threats against local schools by 3 juveniles. According to DA Stephanie Salavantis, those individuals have not been allowed near the schools, and every conceivable precaution is being taken to ensure public safety. No other details have been released. Our Lisa Sugart sat down with a local police chief recently to talk about student safety.
I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios today the Chief of Police for Monomoy City, Ken Zapovsky. We were talking, and unfortunately we're all watching the news headlines recently with what happened in Florida, the school shooting. Too many school shootings in our country. I know this is touching home with school districts everywhere, including in Monomoy City. So tell us about your concerns and what maybe your department and that area has been doing because of the concern of seeing what's happening across the country.
Yeah, it's just a very unfortunate situation that we have when an event like this occurs. I mean, my heart goes out to the people that are involved, whether it's, the children that had to be exposed to it or their families or friends. It's a very difficult situation. And one of the things we deal with in a free world is that balance between people having freedom and the restrictions that have to be in place to try to make it a safer community. Schools, one of the ways that, particularly the Monomoy Area School District deals with this is the partnership they have with the police department. We are fortunate enough to have a school resource officer. So anytime school is open, we have a police officer from the Monomoy Police Department inside a school. So that officer is there. The benefit of that also is they get to interact with the children and things. So like they get to see a police officer on a neutral environment where there's not the traumatic event that happens and the police get called. So they get to build a partnership with the agency. So we're very thankful to have that. We couldn't do that without the school district's cooperation, but we're working very well with that. In response to recent events, unfortunately, we look at our plan. Obviously, the plan is confidential on how we respond to things and what steps we take to keep the children safe. But one thing I can tell you is, they're very proactive in dealing with this. Last night, the school board met with the safety committee for the school district and also with the police and fire chiefs in the area. And, we looked at some ideas on, historically, what do we have, what works, what might be a different idea now to try, what technology has changed to help things. And, we're still taking the good plan that we have and making it better.
I would think every police department probably is on the same page, and school district, with one thing, in that if somebody sees something, they should say something. Is that what's being, I guess, pushed as well in Mahanoy City, in that area, that if, you need the cooperation too of the community?
Oh, you need the cooperation of the community for anything you do as a police officer. In all reality, you look at the studies that are done, about 2% of every crime can actually be solved by a police officer, from finding the violation to going to the end and actually getting a conviction at a trial. The other 98%, we need the public. And it is very important. If somebody sees something, they need to report it, they need to tell. And one of the benefits we have in our school district is that we have the ability of having that officer right there. The cooperation and the partnership that we have with the teachers, the children, the other employees of the school district, it helps really get that flow going. So this way, communication where someone might not normally want to talk, well, now that barrier's gone, and now we're able to get that free-flowing information. So that a lot of this stuff's timely. It's of the essence. It's very important for us to get it. So when we get it quick, we're able to respond to it quick.
And obviously, you do know the importance of working with the community, that they make a relationship with the police officer. They've seen you in a different environment.
Yes, just having that relationship with the police in a school where they're not in a stressful situation, they're not being threatened, there's no jeopardy for the conversation that they have, that really helps build a relationship. And most recently in the summer of this year, I saw that where we went to a bar call on Alter Street where there was a report of a bar fight. We responded, and one of the Sergeant Pabola, was a former DARE teacher. He was one of the officers that responded to the scene. What could have been a volatile situation quickly got diffused when the one person came out of the bar and said, "Hey, I remember you. You were my DARE teacher." So it just something that was stressful, high-strung, potential for danger. Quickly got diffused just because of that relationship that this former student had with this former DARE teacher.
Well, we're glad to see the cooperation that is taking place. I'm sure it's happening in communities everywhere. So please come back often. Keep us updated on how things are progressing in Mahanoy City. We like to hear what's going on in that great community.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Lisa. And in other news, in an effort to raise awareness of eating disorders, Governor Tom Wolf signed a proclamation declaring February 26th through March 4th as Eating Disorder Awareness Week in Pennsylvania. Acting Health Secretary and Physician General Dr. Rachel Levine met with survivors and industry leaders to discuss the support needed by individuals and their families affected by eating disorders and the need to recognize professionals who are leading the fight against these life-threatening illnesses.
It's very important to understand that eating disorders are serious illnesses. They're not a lifestyle choice. In Pennsylvania alone, it is estimated that 500,000 residents are currently struggling with an eating disorder, and so it's essential to recognize the signs and symptoms of eating disorders, and to do that early.
The theme of this year's National Eating Disorders Awareness Week is Let's Get Real. This campaign provides a platform for untold stories to be heard, promotes healthy relationships with food in our bodies, and offers hope and help to those who need it. Our culture has complicated relationships with food, exercise, and appearance. It's time to get real about the fact that eating disorders can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, race, size, or socioeconomic status. 30 million Americans will struggle from an eating disorder at some point in their lives. Millions more will battle with food and body image issues that have untold negative impacts. Because of stigma and stereotypes, many have a hard time talking about these issues and reaching out for help.
And for more information on eating disorders, visit health.pa.gov. Some good news for the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. Luzerne Bank presented a $10,000 donation to the local organization. The donation is part of a larger DCED Neighborhood Assistance Program Special Project Priorities Tax Credit Award. This is the second round of tax credit awards being made to the project, which will help fund Phase 2 renovation of a former bingo hall property on West Broad Street in the downtown. The building will house a new downtown business incubator and will be operated by Penn State Hazleton as part of the university's Invent Penn State initiative. The DCED Neighborhood Assistance Tax Credit Program is designed to encourage private businesses to invest in projects that improve distressed areas. Downtown Hazleton qualifies as a distressed area due to its recent designation as a PA Main Street community. Ahead on the show, we'll recognize our Volunteer of the Week, and in sports, we'll check in with the Hazleton area High School bowling teams ahead of the Eastern PA Regional Championships. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's one of our favorite features on SSPTV News, our Volunteer of the Week, a person, couple, or group who makes this a better place to live. And it's brought to you by Workforce Resources Staffing Company in West Hazleton. With temporary to permanent jobs and seasonal and temporary placements, you must apply in person. And now here's Lisa with tonight's honoree.
This time, our Volunteer of the Week is our youngest to date. She is 14-year-old Nicole Mahon of West Hazleton, and she's here with two buddies of hers as well, which is the reason why she is here today and being our Volunteer of the Week. Nicole, you started a program called Chemo Buddies, and you have two of them here with you today. So first of all, we want to say congratulations because your name was brought up not only by Tammy Martin, our good friend and former mayor of Freeland, who does so much for the community, but also the superintendent of schools for the Hazleton Area School District, Brian Uplinger. So your good work is well known.
Thank you. Yes, I feel very proud. I couldn't thank Tammy Martin enough, honestly, and Brian Uplinger. I couldn't thank you guys enough.
Aw, that's so sweet. Now you need to tell us, it was a serious reason that led to this collection that you do, all because your sister Shaylin, was diagnosed with cancer. So tell us what happened and how you came to create Chemo Buddies.
Well, I was watching my sister go through this, and I know that watching someone go through chemo isn't the easiest, and I know she wasn't alone, but I know there are kids out there that go through it alone, and I think that everyone should have a buddy and not go through chemo alone.
So you came up with Chemo Buddies. So how did you get the ball rolling with this? Because you collected over 700 of these.
Yes, I went to Aunt Tammy, I call her, and she asked the superintendent last year if we could go through the schools and put boxes in there, and they said that that'd be nice. And then I went to other places to put boxes, and it just kind of went from there.
So you're putting boxes in different locations, and people are dropping in new stuffed animals for children.
Yes, I need new stuffed animals. I would like the tags on them because the hospitals do not like anything that don't have new or anything without tags on them because they do not like things with germs on them for the children.
That's very good to keep in mind. Yes, so they want new animals, new stuffed animals for this. So these are the kind of gifts then that you give to children. And what's been the reaction when you gave it to the children?
Some of the kids, they are very, very, very happy, and other kids, they're also happy, but they're just still, I see them upset, and it just makes me sad, and I like to cheer them up.
Now, I don't know if you know, but our Volunteer of the Week, we do it to recognize great people like yourself, but we also want to encourage people that are watching to do the same thing. So you saw what Tammy was doing with Country for Cure, and you saw her raising money to help people with cancer. You wanted to do something. Now you're getting kids involved, helping to decorate these boxes that are going all through the community, and you're hoping other people watching will want to help too.
Yes, I would hope to inspire kids to do the same thing and maybe other things, and I love that kids are helping me decorate, and in my school kids are helping me make posters, and it just really means a lot.
What did this mean to your sister when you did this, and how did she feel when she got her stuffed animal?
Well, it was last year she had to go chemo again, and it was her birthday, so I went to go get a chemo buddy, and I came in, and she was honestly very happy. It felt good.
And she takes it with her?
Yeah, it's on her bed.
Aw, this is a great story. It really is. I mean, this is the whole meaning behind our Volunteer of the Week. We congratulate you. You're doing great things, and we're going to have much more on what Nicole is doing with Chemo Buddies and how you can help. But right now, congratulations. Keep up the good work. You said you want to do this for many years to come.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you.
She's our Volunteer of the Week, and if that doesn't inspire you to be one, I don't know what will. And if you do have a great person to nominate like Nicole, please email me at lisa@ssptv.com.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
There we go. Get ready for it. The local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, it's rain, 100% chance of precipitation. And then for Friday, let's move to that because that's when the snow comes in and could be heavy at times. 100% chance of precipitation. It will also be very windy with wind gusts as high as 48 miles per hour. New snow accumulations of around 5 inches. And then on Friday night, snow is likely before 7 p.m. And then snow showers are likely after that. It will be cloudy. We'll have a low of 29 degrees and new accumulation of around an inch of snow. For Saturday, mostly cloudy. It will still be windy and we'll have a high near 39 degrees. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low of 27 degrees. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 40 degrees. Sunday night looks clear with a low of 25 degrees. And then Monday, sunny with a high near 44. At night, partly cloudy, low of 27 degrees. To the green screen now, midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers: pick 2, 8, 7, pick 3, 8, 3, 3, pick 4, 6, 2, 4, 1, and pick 5, 5, 0, 8, 6, 1 with the wild number 8. We're talking bowling in sports after the break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The Eastern Pennsylvania Regional High School Bowling Championships are this weekend in Lancaster. The Hazleton Area High School boys and girls teams will both get a shot at making it to the state championships, and some individuals can qualify as well.
Hazleton Area High School senior Jenna Raypatch added a wrist release device to her game this year and some new balls to her arsenal. The changes have helped her along with her dedication to the sport. She bowls around 5 times a week according to her high school coach Sean Evans. Competing in Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers tournaments has also influenced her game.
PJBTs I do mostly every week, so they help with the competitive side of it, not to get as nervous, like take your breath, like relax, just do your thing, and honestly it did help me a lot.
Raypatch is after redemption. Last year was the first time in her high school career that she didn't qualify for the state championships, so she has some business to take care of this weekend at the Eastern Pennsylvania Regional Championships. She'll be there with teammates Samantha Walsh, Emily James, and Savannah McCracken in the individual competition, and with all of the Lady Cougars in the team portion. The Hazleton area boys have already completed their redemption this season. Last year was the first time in 8 years they didn't qualify for the regional tournament, and they weren't going to let that happen again this year, so they came to play at the regional qualifying tournament.
This year, most of that team was back. Had a long talk. We worked extra hard going into that tournament, and it proved positive. When we ended the day on the team portion of it, we actually wound up with 410 pins over the next team below us.
I mean, how did we do that? We were just pumping each other up, you know, getting each other going. If we had a bad shot, say, hey, let's go, next shot. You have more chances. And then we all just went nuts, started striking. 9 years of doing this and seeing them rebound this year to make sure this boys team goes on to the regional championships was a statement by them, and I feel they can make a statement at the regionals, and hopefully we get to that magic number 6 for them to advance.
Gavin Lehman, Joshua Hagenbaugh, and David Stranko will join Chris Nahe in the individual tournament for the Big HA. No matter what happens at regionals, it's been another special season for the Bowling Cougars.
When you join a sport, you're joining a sport because you have the passion to compete in that sport. But a lot of these sports, you're joining them and you become part of a family. And family are going to push and not give up on you, and this is what these kids are all about. They're brothers and sisters to each other. They watch out for each other, they help each other with homework, and they help each other with the sport.
Another strong group of seniors have left their mark on the successful program, and Ray Patch's bowling has even caught the eye of her classmates not on the team.
You kind of move your arm a second time, like after you release the ball, it comes up again. What is that? Is that a thing or is that help? Or
I get so many comments on that. So if I post videos on it, everybody's like, "Oh, so what do you do with your arm? Like you like double swing?" People imitate me in the hallways at school. It's honestly like you're not the only one to notice that, but it's just my follow through. How I just like let it like hang freely, I guess you could say. So
their legacies can only grow stronger this weekend.
And now let's get some playoff basketball results on our SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. If you're a casual local sports fan and you're looking for some cliff notes, let me tell you quickly that you should be impressed by the 2017-18 Tamaqua Lady Raiders. The young team made it all the way to the District 11 4A semifinals and gave perennial power Allentown Central Catholic all they could handle. Emma Kaczynski scored 19 points for the Lady Raiders in this game. Tonight, Monoy area faces Minersville in the 2A championship. North Schuylkill is scheduled to play St. Basil Academy in the District 1/11 sub-regional 3A final. That's tomorrow at Martz Hall at 8 p.m. weather permitting. Dave Seaman has recaps of both these junior high Anthracite League championships in today's standard speaker. Freeland won the boys title again against Valley. The Whippets have won 36 straight games. Brandon Fort had 19 points in the victory. Drums won the girls title over Freeland. Lacey Kringy had 11 points for Drums. And that's sports for Thursday.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Beaver Meadows Volunteer Fire Company will be having their pizza sale every Friday until March 23rd. Pizzas are $10 baked and $9 unbaked. Toppings are extra. To place an order, call 570-459-2874. The Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton will be having a free hernia screening on Tuesday, March 6th at 5 p.m. If you would like to attend this event, you can call 570-501-4249. And if you're seeking employment, you can head to the 2018 Greater Hazleton Job Fair being held on Thursday, March 22nd at Genetti's in Hazleton on Route 309. For more information, you can get in touch with the Chamber at the number or email on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. William A. Dicerotz of Drums. A memorial service will be held Saturday at 11:45 a.m. at Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham. Friends may call Saturday from 10:30 to 11:45 a.m. at the church. Marilyn Mandy Ferry of Freeland. Mass is Monday at 10 a.m. at St. Gabriel's Church at Holy Annunciation Parish. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home in Hazleton is in charge of the arrangements. And Roberta A. Saiva of West Hazleton. A memorial service will be held Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 12 to 1:30 p.m. at the funeral home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Linda Eigenbrod of Drums. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Getting ready for snowball fights tomorrow. Get ready. Will it rain? Will it snow? We'll all see together, but one thing I do know, we'll be here tomorrow on Friday for SSPTV News. It's Adopt Me Day, and we will also have highlights from Monoy area's basketball game as they try to win the girls' championship, District 11 2A, against Minersville. See you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.